and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jig, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it up. Y'all ready for this?
Right on.
Hello team, how you guys doing? We are back and we're trying to rescue whatever we can rescue here and see if we can still jump on this ride. Say and say thank you. No. Going. Okay, hopefully they can port me back in. Loading Swifters. Here we go. That's what I love about this ride. We are in the mix back here with the crew, and it's lovely to be one of the bikeaholics or Swifter bikeaholics. It's a great way to participate in a bigger ride, in a Zone 2 ride, which we so dearly cherish, as we are going to do lots of them because we have to first lock on and build on our foundation. And these guys have an incredible community, and we are part of it. And I think one of my buddy Brian is actually like being one of the sweepers here. Not as a big job here as a rubber band attached, and as long as you're paddling 10 watts, you are in the rubber band and you're moving forward with the crew. So you can go as hard or light as you want. It's more about the exercise and the community to really get some kilometers in, maybe upgrade your bikes, or get some XP points, or get that badge, and. So it's up to you how great you do it, or how great you make it. So let's see what we can provide in terms of music. Yeah, close the distance. As I say, you have to put on foundation right, Zone 2 right, as I say it. Zone 2 is Zone 2 is the zone where you are normally should still have a conversation and not huffing and puffing. If you have that and you're still working, then it's too much. CK, that's actually my initials, but I think it's not me they're mentioning here, but if so, then thank you so much. coming back to finding out what your zone 2 ride is, or your zone 2 at the beginning, is yes, you can like define it based on your breathing, or maybe it's a bit more more or less accurate based on the power outage you're putting out, but this could be totally off based on the day you wake up. Sometimes you're so exhausted, you're pushing less power because you haven't had breakfast, or like you are completely depleted. So at the end, pay attention to your heart rate. So my zone 2 is normally roughly 115 to 130 beats per minute. Do I classify this as a zone 2 ride? Yes, but do you have to go all the way zone 2? Or can we just like, you know, relax the legs a little, because next weekend in 8 days starts the Tour de France, or Chasing Yellow, and we are going to participate in the Eco Series, which is Chasing Yellow, and we are going to, you know, do some more zone 2 rides, as this is not as like stressful on the body so much, and it's actually good to have like more calmer rides than going racing all day long. So be mindful of that and incorporate zone 2 rides plenty in your workout plan, because when you have done the racing, you have done the gains, don't lose them with rest days or anything. Just do active recovery, and you do that in a way of a zone 2 ride, or maybe like on the lower end. So rides like this are ideal to do so. The bike you use in these rides here, because it's a rubber band attached to everybody, doesn't really matter, except if you want to upgrade a certain bike and it upgrades via mileage or time. I know time you need to have the TT bike in it, but they don't allow TT bikes in this ride. The only thing we can do is any road bike frame, or maybe mountain bike frame if you accumulating points here on the climb. Not that this is like lots of climbing, elevation is pretty low actually, but I would prefer a road bike frame where you have to collect the kilometers, and that will actually do wonders for you here. So you just like slipping and pulling away and get these easy miles in, and still moving through the crowd and over the course very fast. So I would normally need to push here really hard, but based on the fact I in this ride on a rubber band, I can take it a little bit easier because they pull me up. They're really good guys in here, which pulling up like 4, 5, 6 watts per kilo in the front, and they stretching the rubber band to the front, and you as not so hard pulling guy, me right now just 2.2, trying to keep it easy, will be snapped into the elastic band and pulled up this little climb here. Here we go. I think it's right now starting to keep an effect, and away we go. Alrighty, let's activate our power-ups. If you have a power-up in a racing situation, you have a arrow right here, still left. Do it before the arch. You will get a good acceleration on your recovery a little bit. Always push over the crust if you want to cause a split or make things hard for the competition. And if you want, you actually can do a double power-up. Boom, boom. Here we go. Now you actually like black out. It's just my standby display. Here we go. Now we're moving hard. And we're almost in zone 2 now. Approaching zone 2, which is another sign. Normally in zone 2 you should, depends on your, depends on your body actually, start breaking the sweat slowly. So I can feel the sweat breaking here. So things are looking nice. What's this guy here? New York City head? That's cool. I haven't seen that gadget. He's our right leader today. Chris Eintracht, I think we are friends, buddy. We are friends. Hey, Jill. Now I can only hope that I have the Swift Dev activated. Yeah. mehr oder weniger. Servus. Vamos. Vamos de la playa. So I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try to change my bike here on that hill. And I hope I don't get stuck.
What's on your mind, Dion?
A sensitive skin, and how Old Spice Total Body isn't on it.
Abby, is there anything you want to share?
Not this Old Spice deodorant. It's 24/7 freshness. It can go everywhere.
Everywhere.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping light.
Okay, let's see. Come on. Do it quick. Quick, I need a carbon bike. Here we go. And we're back. It worked. When I tried to catch up to the group at the beginning of the ride, I might have thought I would need to chase them all the way. And I tried to do that on a TT bike, but TT bike was not be able to select it. Obviously, even if you're late to the ride, same rules will apply. So when you select a TT bike, you get pushed automatically on the Swift aluminium bike, which I feel is not upgradable. So, because it's the standard. However, we are selected the carbon Swift bike, which is one of the Swift bikes you actually can use to upgrade and apply these upgrades towards the Tron bike, meaning you need to upgrade 3 Swift bikes that have the Swift brand. So no Specialized, no track, BMC, nothing that in that regards. Only Swift manufactured bikes need to be upgraded in order to unlock the upgrade process of the Tron. So be aware of that. I thought at the beginning, okay, I'm gonna do like my Tarmac SL8 full upgrade. It's my racing bike normally because it's a very good arounder frame. So I checked this one off. All 5 upgrades are in. Boom. Used for racing. Now I'm working on my TT bike, which I really like the KDX, the Christian Blumenthal TT bike. I like the Canyon. It's a Canyon bike, and it's a Canyon bike from Jan Frodeno, the GOAT of triathlon. So yes, we decided to go for that, and my avatar and I, we're riding it very happily, and I think we are at upgrade number 3, working on 2 to 4 now. I think we have like 4 more hours to go. So that will happen next week, that upgrade, and then the last upgrade will take me probably another like 10 hours or something. But having said that, this is my first Swift branded bike, which I'm upgrade, and that's upgradable with mileage, which I'm happy to do. And these rubber rides, because they're like super easy, super mellow. Depends on you how hard you're gonna make it for you. But as long as you're pushing 10 watts and more, I'm pushing 100. You're staying in the group and you're going the same speed as the fastest and the slowest guy, because everybody stays together on the climb, on the downhills, on the flats, everywhere, except if you fall under 10 watts like I did when I switched bikes. But here it is, applying these kilometers towards that bike to upgrade, because this is, yeah, it's 40k left. It's a good number. That's good mileage to add on. So this is gonna be my last Zone 2 ride, actually right up this week, because I'm heading out west. The parents-in-law. We spend some nights over there, getting ready for good times. Now, we all love each other. It's always hugs and kisses over there. Nothing else. The kids want to go there and they love it. Okay, here we go. It's Canada Day on Tuesday. It's July 1st. So that means Canada first, US second. Sorry, US Independence Day on the 4th. So a little bit later. So US second, Canada first. Rubbing it in again. All good. All good. Erica, and we have another dwarf, but like this loop here, the Deca Dash, has a lot of opportunities in regards to power-ups. It's crazy. We are already in lap 3. We're approaching lap 3 now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more times. 8 more times going up that ramp. CK, there you have it, from Sweden. If you haven't subscribed or followed the channels, please do so. I know people say it helps with the channel. It does and it doesn't. First of all, I don't make money with this thing here. I'm just like a normal Joe Average, trying to bring you the action. And I do it without any profit. There's a non-profit here. If there are no big sponsors hanging around your screen, I'm not getting rich here. I'm just gaining more fitness, that's it. That's what I gain from this. So don't worry about it. Subscribe, follow. It will help my ego. It will help my ego. And it will keep me writing and keeps me producing more content for sure. If it ever comes to the point where your subscriptions will make a difference in regards to making more money, I would say, oh, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. But as of right now, just subscribe if you like it. If not, like, Bob is your uncle. Don't worry about it. You move on. I'm just trying to provide some valuable information. If you want a specific information to your case or your question, put them in the chat and let's chat about it. Be kind to one another, and everything else we will address. Lots of coffee rights. Coffee is served. Okay. There are actually new wheels in the garage or in the shop. You can purchase them and they are provided by DT, and they're the fastest road wheels. I think 65 they are called. And then there's another set which is the fastest TT setup for flattish, rollerish kind of races and competitions. So go into the shop and purchase your TT wheels if you wanna have the edge in terms of bike setups. Cost you 650,000 for the 65, and I think it's $1 million for the 85 disc wheel option. So yes, it's not cheap, but you know what, rides like that, these drops are easily earned just with persistency, consistency. If you show up every day and do small increments, you will find yourself being a better person than you were yesterday. So all good. You're gonna do double draft here, double power up. Let's see.
This is Wix Studio, built to meet any brief. When the brief calls for complex structure, let AI.
So yeah, I'm gonna go out for the weekend with the family. What I do instead is I probably pick up my running shoes here and hit the trails. Track. No, I think it's more trails out there. And then go for it. Yeah, the trails it is. There's a nice like 10k loop, which I like to do on a not so rainy day, as this is very muddy in certain sections when it really like poured down. But other than that, it's great. As well as this right here, keeps me like end of zone 1, beginning of zone 2, depends how I feel. And I'm easing myself in because I had like a longer week of zone 2, did some diet changes too, and now I'm building up. I'm actually consuming a little bit of Skittles just for the energy, bringing some power on the pedal. Yes, I'm fueling my body with sugar and food coloring. Yeah. But sometimes you have to live a little, huh? So this is gonna be, I think like a 1.5 hour ride here. So yes, zone 2 ride should be longer. If you're a beginner, I recommend 30 to 45 at the beginning, and maybe stretching it to like 60 minutes, full hour. And after that, then you're entering more like the advanced status, where you want to cycle between 60 and 90 minutes, and you can stretch it to 2. And if you're a pro, then yeah, you do your own thing, but most of the time it's between 2 hours and 5 hours on the bike, zone 2. Easy pedaling, I know. You should have a good pair of pants to keep you comfortable in the saddle, because that will test your equipment. And if you're on a ride like this, make sure you protect your gear. Have towels next to you, protect your brakes. You never clean them, because they will just eat up the sweat you're just dripping on the frame. So protect your gear, protect your bike from your sweat. Wipe it down after a workout to keep it all brand new and good shape. Because as soon as you have a bike you can detach from the trainer and ride outside, that's when you need it. And most of the time I see handlebars cracking because the sweat has eaten through the aluminium or maybe carbon. So yes, sweat is really, really aggressive. Yeah, I think the guy on the right here is riding a new disc bike. That just wheels from ARCDT.
This delectable ramen noodle recipe will put an end to your drive-through dinner rituals. Throw that powder and that tasty combo of delightful carrots and the rich touch of butter.
And here is
You know our taste combos.
the man I
It's
can
not
always
fast food,
count on.
But it's so good.
Calling Coates.
Is that the scent of hope?
How you doing, man? I'm good. Just get another Zone 2 right in. I know. You motor racer. And it's what the people coming for you and your channel. See you win. See you compete. Good. Yeah, sometimes you see more Zone 2 rides where I share more like information about fitness, health, and maybe gear setups and everything else you can improve maybe in your daily life. So it's not like all adrenaline, high heartbeats and speed, as I wish you would see it more in my racing streams, but we will get there. With more foundation rides like this, we will be back to racing next week Saturday, chasing yellow, and all the following 21 days. Yeah. I know you're doing racing this week. Oh, you done racing this week? Okay, gotcha. Alright, good for you. Take it easy. Maybe do some workouts or something you'll enjoy without like having the pain face always on. I'm a racer too, yeah. A racer a lead out racer for you, my friend. A lead out racer. Or a domestique. I'm a domestique. That's what they say, like to the people at the Tour de France who serve the bottles to the good guys. Yeah, there is no new race gear in the shop. You can purchase that. You don't have to climb any mountains. You just need the drops to redeem it. And you get the fastest wheel set for your TT as well as for your road bike. Go into the shop and purchase the ARC DT65 for your road races, and the disc from the same brand for your TT races. Good for you, my friend. Yeah, zone 2 before the work. That's probably how you can easily start the day. Fire up the engine. Get some calories out of your system. Maybe like go actually in deficit calorie for the day. So you can enjoy your I don't know, lunch or dinner a little more than normal. I only have like 150,000 drops, LOL. Wow, 150,000 drops. Man, I should donate some. I have like, I'm like a millionaire. I have 11,700,000 and something. I don't know. I wish I would be my normal bank account. How did that happen? It's probably like some of these zone 2 rides I did. They really accumulate drops. And then yeah, there's some challenges you can do. For example, to get more drops, XP points they call it. When you do the XP double rides, I think they're right now on at Swift. You can participate in them, and they will actually speed up your drops accumulation. And thinking twice a year, I think in February and then in the spring, Swift has what's it called, Tour of Watopia, which all the races and all the rides are double XP points too. So yeah, you can really bank there. I know races, they normally don't have that many drops because they're racing. You get drops or more money if you finish certain routes, like you get badges or upgrade, or just do pace rides with the RoboCop or Robo Pacers. That's the way to do it, to accumulate even more points. I keep updating bikes, and since I've been upgraded to FS, I haven't been doing the pace groups. Gotcha, yeah, I know. The FS is more like the climbing bike. I have not tackled that yet. So I have completed similar as you, SL8, the race bike, all arounder I can recommend to everybody. Now paired with the new DT65 wheel set. It's probably the fastest overall all-rounder, rolly courses. Even like on the, if there are sharp ramps in there, go for it. And then there's a new TT disc wheel available, which I would only use for TT sessions. It's from the same brand. So SL8 is a all-arounder. Your TT bike should be probably the KDX, which is the fastest. I think like just 1 second behind is the Canyon, which is my choice. Whatever floats your boat, you go for it. I have been working on this. I think I'm at stage level 3, close to level 4 to upgrading. And the next one is the climbing rig, the Ethos. What Colin might already upgrade completely or is about to. You have to climb it. You have to go up the mountain to upgrade that. That is accumulated by climbing elevation. TT is upgradable with just time. Just spend the time on the bike. In zone 2 rides are just like roll around, explore. And the SLR, SL8, the other road bikes you have to put the mileage in, like rides like this too. Right on, yeah. Yeah, Colin is working on the Ethos level 4. Probably tomorrow. Good for you, that's good climbing. I hate climbing. But you know what? It makes you good. I think it makes you really good for your races because you know how the pressure on your legs and paddles when you have to put in the watt to overcome the elevation. So yeah, if you're a lighter guy, it helps definitely. If you want to cheat a little bit, these rubber band rides, they have some elevation routes in there as well, so you only have to hold 10 watts to just stay in a rubber band and you still go up the elevation. So
How does payroll
You can cheat a little bit there. But everybody climbs and accumulates these bikes to their own abilities. That's one. But just an inside tip here. Let's go for another power up. Phew, make myself lighter here. Move up in the field. We probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more to go. And holy smokes, I think it's gonna be an hour and a half here. I think when I did that in a race scenario, I finished here an hour and 10-ish, or hour 5. Something like that, a little bit over an hour is that race. It's tough going up that ramp here. But it's a good course for ladder races, maybe Swift League races, all really good. Yes, Paul mentioned there's an Alp group tomorrow morning going up Alp to Swift, Alp to Swift, not Alp to yes, Alp to Swift. And Ryan Cornon is there too. He's a YouTuber, a really good storyteller. I have raced against him as well. He is good on the bike too, so he's not just talking smack, he backs it up with some stats too. And yeah, good rider to be around with. Check out his channel. I don't know exactly his channel name. Ryan Condon. So just maybe you'll find it just by googling like this on YouTube. Here we go. We have for the first time the feather as power up for the hill. Not doesn't matter for this ride, but it will move us up a little bit in the group. So yeah. If you haven't noticed, but this Deca Dash loop here of I think like, let's call it like 3 kilometers or something, is the first original Swift route. That's how Swift started out, with that profile, with that loop. It got taken away, but that was the course back then on the first Swift ride, which probably happened, I don't know, I think it's in October 2017 or 15, something like that. So 10 years was, or maybe early actually, 13 maybe. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken, but this was the first route here on Swift. They just like obviously updated it, freed it up, and added it to the Watopia route, which is a great addition for this world. And they have some little knickknacks, Easter eggs in here, which remind you of this course, which is obviously one is the profile. Second, you have some little, I think, karton cutouts, which are blue, which are, I think, on the climbs, should be coming up here now on the left hand side in blue, as well as on the right hand side. There were the first kind of like avatars going out there. Man, that's history for Swift, for sure. Now we have like animated worlds, leaves and little squirrels and butterflies jumping around here in the world. Here's one of them. They were the first avatars. Here is how it looked like back then. Good stuff. Good stuff. hours do you put on the bike per week? That's a really good question, man. My wife would say, oh, way too much, way too many hours. He needs to clean the house. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm trying to work out. Let's say work out every day. As I'm having a routine, morning routine especially. I mean, my wife, she gets up at 3:30 every day in the morning. Yeah. And you say, what? Yeah, she's a morning show anchor. She works on TV every day in camera. That's the morning television. And she gets up early. I get up around like 5 o'clock in the morning. I do a little bit of my routine work in the morning, breakfast, checking emails, communicating with clients which are on the East Coast or like Europe, which are already up and running. Then at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, I have the kids play. That means they're getting out of the bed, get their breakfast, washing, lunch is prepped by myself, and yeah, put them in clothes and out the door, drop them off at daycare, come back. I work from home, which is great. So, and on that end, I can actually schedule myself a little bit better. So, and there I will try to squeeze in another hour, maybe of workout on the machine or on the bike. I do it Monday to Friday, at least an hour. So there you have 5 hours, and then on the weekend, I mean, sometimes I do a rest day. Yeah, that's necessary too. Depends on the plans we have. And sometimes I do like longer races, which I like, especially on weekends. Normally I do like a swap with my wife. My wife works out in the back on a Peloton, or like does some other exercises. So let's call the weekend another like 2 hours,
Hello again.
which makes it 7.
Be careful.
However,
There are others
if I have the time, and
on their way.
you know how it is,
You see these
firing up your OBS,
exclusively on
doing
Paramount+.
updates. Broadcasting is not just pushing a button and streaming. So I probably have another 5 hours throughout the week, every day, half an hour before or after the race, or right at it, to warm up or warm down or do something on the broadcast stuff. So let's call it 10 hours of riding, 13 hours, 13, 14 hours I would say on the bike per week. That's like full program. But if I have a rest day, I just do ladder races and maybe like another like cool down ride with warm up. I might come around like maybe let's say 10 to 12. That's probably more realistic. 10 to 12 hours per week on the bike. And my butt sometimes tells me it is enough. That's probably where I draw the line. My butt tells me, oh, come on. Yeah, call it 12 hours. 12 hours on a day. 12 hours per week, sorry. And you know what, 7 to 9 hours is still a massive amount of time. And I believe 7 to 9 hours is the time for you to push you ahead, because based on your video score and progress over the last 2 or 3 months, I know you better now, is maybe the golden number for you, you know, because you improved. And there will be plateauing, you will plateau, and I need another push, maybe different exercise, a different like exercise of like treating your nervous system to gain more muscle growth. And I mean, I'm gonna go outside running now for the weekend, probably 2 or 3 times, and I know running really like does wonders for me. And running is like melting off the fat of my ribs like no tomorrow. So I might weigh less next week, which will benefit me in cycling too. So I appreciate that training, and I really enjoy running with the right music. It's a good way of therapy, and now you share that as well because you're running yourself. So in that sense, yeah, I just try to be fit. If I can put in the foundation now to stay fit longer for my kids, so I can like run around the block with my youngest, or racing my son until he's like 18 or 21 and still beating him in a 100-meter sprint. And that's the day when I lose, he can have my car for the weekend. So yeah, until then he still have to beat me in a sprint or something, maybe in a bike race, I will come up with something fun. So just to keep him on his toes. So his dad always said, you know what, yeah, I have to beat my dad if I want to get the Cadillac, you know, for the weekend. That would be great if I would have one, but let's see. All right. You guys have a treadmill at the station? Or are you just like, I mean, you have to be like close by with running, huh? You can't just like go out on the trails. I think you just have to let them know where you are, huh? Or you have like a little beeper, like beep, 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 and you have to be there in your suit and like out the door in like a minute and a half or something, huh? Look at even the righty that's doing a coffee break right now. Wow. Good for you, man. You're right on. So yeah, it's close to an hour here now. We have cycled around 2, 4, 5 times. And another 5 to go, man. Wow, okay. We have a couple treadmills, but I prefer to go outside. I carry a pager with me and run around the block. Yeah, something like that, yeah. I like the wind in my face too. It's better therapy. I think running is therapy for me too. You know, you're more in sync with your breath than actually cycling. The right music in your ear, if you are into it, does wonders for me. I'm not like a podcast kind of guy. And then again, with running, and you will do that probably better than I do, way better, is pacing yourself and running at certain heart rate zones or tempos. I know 7-minute miles or something, which gives you good pace. With running, it's the same thing as biking. Do your slow runs in as well as your intervals. So we can talk about running all day long. Passion of mine, as running is the 3rd discipline in my sport, and in my sport we have to run a marathon at the end. I'm gonna do Ironman races every year, and it's swimming, what is it in miles, 2.2 miles, 112 miles bike, and then a marathon, which is, what is it, 21 miles, something like that. Yeah, so it's a lot. Yeah, trail running a lot too. I actually do some trail running this weekend, as the area where we go, it's very woodsy out there. I hope it's not rainy then, because sometimes I'm gonna come home like a pig. Like my legs are just like, they don't want to let me in the house, you know. They're gonna like hose me down with the garden hose. Yeah, 50k races are my favorite, says Colin. No, I'm checking out there. My favorite races are 42 kilometers. And the last 200 meters, because the marathon is 42.2, is just finish line. That's what I can do, that's what I can handle. I don't want to run more, but 50k, man, that's a different beast then. And you do trail running, which means that there's more elevation in it, more technical stuff. You probably have more liquid on board. Yeah, I have liquor on board. Gels and all that shebang. Little vest probably, or like some kind of belt. And off you go, my friend.
Full funnel
Yeah,
ads
I'm
to reach audiences
trying to be
every
as light
step
as
of the
possible,
way.
as I'm
Fit for a marketer
not
who
the
works hard every day.
lightest guy for the bike as well for the run. I think I actually would qualify for Kona for the World Championships if I would be lighter runner, because Ironman is at the end a running game. People swim, okay, 10 minutes plus or minus, won't break the bank. On the bike I go through the field, which I love. I love it. And then on a run, half marathon is pretty decent, and then the other half is just survival, man. So, and that's where I actually gain. So I'm trying to run as fast as possible. I walk the 8 stations and then run again. But the pace is questionable. So, and my weight is questionable sometimes too. So, in that sense, I'm trying to be as light as possible for the marathon at the end, to not carry too much weight with me. Yeah. Have you ever considered doing a 100 miler? Like 100 miler, like running or biking? 100 miler, that's like, is it 100 miles? It's 180 kilometers running? We have to clarify that. "100 miler. Running. Oh, no, that hasn't crossed my mind yet. Wow. 100 miles. 180 it's around like 180 kilometers. No, 160 kilometers, I feel like. 160 kilometers biking. 160 kilometers. Even biking will take you a little more than 4 hours. Running, I know, man. Running 100 miles, like what's like a 3-day event. Are you carrying your tent on your back too, or like where are you gonna sleep? Like in a ditch? I don't know if this is fun for me. I mean, I love the endurance races. If they start in the morning and you can finish them in the evening, but if you have to go through the night, and here's the thing: if you just running would be about 24 hours. Yeah, I was just trying to calculate that. 24 hours running. Depends on the profile a little bit, yeah, but I assume there's a little bit of like mountain terrain in there. Elevation is probably like, I don't know, like, I don't know, hit me with something. It's probably quite a bit to overcome the elevation there too. 24 hours, oh my god. That's pretty tough. Could be a little bit torture. For sure. I like the New York City hat here the guy in front of me has. I think it's a new kind of little gadget. I have not seen yet. I'm gonna put it on, maybe not. I mean, I like New York City. It's like, for the East Coast, it's like their Vegas. You can go there like for 3-4 nights and then head back. We go to Vegas instead. You get a buckle if you do under 24 hours, and then matter over. What's a buckle? A buckle. You get a buckle if you do it under 24 hours, do a medal for over 24 hours. They are flatter, 160 rounds, but majority of them are in the mountains. Yeah, exactly. I'm nowhere near the shape, but would love to do it once. Yeah, I mean, it is a challenge for sure. It's interesting. You probably do it like with these like ski sticks too, huh? You're running with ski sticks a little bit if you're gonna go through the mountain, if there's too much of a mountain terrain. But boy, that's a definitely like a big nutrition game. I mean, you know what, to be honest, I think you're in the shape to do it. It's more mental. I tell people the Ironman is 70% mental and 30% is getting in shape for it. As I have seen people crossing the finish line, when I would see them like in a grocery shop and say, "You doing Ironman tomorrow?" and they weren't really looking that way, they are 70% mentally stronger than me. So yes, it's very more mental in my opinion. And 24-hour race is mental. It's probably 70-90% mental. Mental health, mental strength, which gets you through it, and your muscles are just keep going. Yeah. miles. 40. If I break it down, there are 4 marathons. 4 marathons, back to back to back to back. If I would do it back to back to back, I would do it in 16 hours. Consider I'm not tired or whatever. So then I would have 8 hours to spare. 8 hours for sleeping, 8 hours for breaks, and that would require like a 5-minute, I think it's a 6-minute pace per kilometer. So yeah, it's a challenge for sure. But and you know what? I'm sorry. My marathons are probably not as hilly as you referring your 100-mile tracks here. So
worth celebrating.
yeah, not gonna happen probably. Count me in with like 28 hours. I might gonna break it. Yes, in decent shape, but I would still need to put time on my feet to get accustomed to it. Yeah, 100% sure. Like my Hobbit feet, I know it's a game of nutrition and keeping your bones and flesh together. As soon as you have your feet wet, that you run an hour for it, and your feet get like that lane. I always say like all people's skin wrinkly. You have very quick blisters. Man, this is gonna be like the walk of torture. Very, very quick if you're not good with that. So yeah, your footing, your shoes, the gear you carry needs to be on point to really like put in the work and finish that in a decent pace. I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, if you, let's say you have the right gear, it fits you well, that little like backpack where you have your gels in there and your liquid, and maybe I know like a little like, what do you have to like, you have it in the fire station too, like these like silver blankets which keep you warm. You do it on a decent day when the night doesn't get that cold. I mean, I don't know when it starts. I would assume it starts at like 5 o'clock in the morning or something. I don't even know. So it all depends on the gear as well as on your mindset, and then you can just hope that you don't twist your ankles or just stay focused. Obviously, if you run with a buddy, you can talk yourself out of any misery. I could see that being a benefit. The local race is called Last Man Standing. There's only one person that gets the medal. The winner of last year did 320 kilometers. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? And that means you cannot stand or sit or stop. It's just keep on going, huh? 320 kilometers, like 200 miles. Yeah, I think there comes a point where where your mental strength turns into mental health and you turn unhealthy. And maybe that's one of them. Boy, 200 miles. Run yourself into the hospital or something. Your ankles, your knees are going to be shattered. Alright. I mean, there are people out there who have done 100 Ironmans for 100 days. So one Ironman every day for 100 days in a row. Yeah, these guys are nuts. I know how they do it. But can't be healthy, tell you that. Like, I know we humans adapt, but this is not really fun times. You have to run a 4-mile loop once every hour and repeat it at the beginning of every hour. Okay. Okay, yeah, 4 miles. So 4 miles, you run around, you sit down, relaxed, another hour starts. Okay. So they did that for how many hours then? By 4? Like 8. 50, they did that 50 hours. For 50 hours. So 2 days. 2 days run 4 miles every hour. Okay. I know, maybe like the brakes would like tear me down as your body is resting. It took a little over 2 days. Yeah, 50 hours. Yeah. Yeah, that's not something I would like to do. It's kind of like, you know, you're looking in the other guy's eyes and say, can you do another one? Do you have another one in you? And then after, yeah, you can still do it. Yeah, it's more like poker, huh? In certain ways. Well, yeah, well. Wow, 50 hours in a race. You know what, probably the last, like when they crossed the 48-hour mark and say, okay, the next 2 hours we include a beer mile in it. So you have to run and chug a beer. Actually, you have to chug 7 beers in 1 mile. And that's probably when I said, okay, let's introduce that rule. Then it took 2 more hours and they all were done. That's probably how they stopped. Oh, even though I've not done a beer mile. A beer mile, you know, I would try it. I don't know if you have done a beer mile. Well, it's kind of like you have to run 4 times around the track, I feel like. And every time you come around, you have to crack a beer, drink it in like, I don't know, like 10 meters of walking or something in that zone. And you can only keep running when you finish the beer.
By choosing the
So you have to finish
Palette,
4
I'm making
beer
one of the many choices that I
and
can do to
run
support
4 laps.
caring families like yours.
And obviously you have to keep it all in because while you're running, your beer is like foaming up inside you. So something I would try on a sunny summer afternoon with some buddies. But other than that, after the mile, it will be out and over with me as I'm trying to cut back on any alcohol consumptions the month of June, and I've done it actually quite successfully. I had like 2 drinks. We went out for steak dinner and I had like 2 old fashions. That's when I gave in for June, which was fine, but my heart rate in the night after that was telling me, yeah, you had alcohol. Back in the day I had it like, yeah, quite often I would go out with the buddies and we have like a radler or like a pint or here and there. This weekend we meet some friends. I probably have some too, but I'm still like trying to like dodge the bullet somehow. Let's see how I do it. I still want to stay in shape for next week, chasing yellow. Yeah, I'm Debbie Downer on this end right now, but it is what it is. Alright, ma'am, I'm at work and we have a couple of things we have to get done. Take care of yourself and see you next week. You bet. I wish you good luck. I'm gonna be back on the bike probably on the 1st of July, Canada Day, Canada 1st. Or maybe Wednesday on the 2nd. And I wish you good luck for the club letter revanche race. Hopefully the other Colin will commentate that. And you guys gonna break some legs, okay? Make us proud. As you did, I think yesterday actually. That was a good race too. I actually thought we lost it, but yeah, I guess we came back with a win. I think Steve did a really good sprint at the end, 2nd place. Boy, he was on fire yesterday. Yeah. All right, man. See ya. I'm gonna do like 3 more laps and then we call it a day here too. Let's see. Yes, this is meant to be easy. Not every ride needs to be hard. If you don't do the easy days, and it's nice to like have a decent posture on the bike as well too. It's a little bit like running or boxing. It's a different kind of like feel. You can have some like weights, a little bit like maybe 2 or 5 pound weights here. Get some bicycle work in there if you want to. That's the right way you can do it. It's almost like a full body workout in that sense. You can do interval like short sprints through the field. You can do that. So it's all possible in these rides. So yeah, you do whatever floats your boat. I'm right now doing a different posture because most of the time I'm riding like this in the saddle. Yeah, and there are ways to test your gear, test nutrition as well. That are rights when you want to do it. Otherwise, don't do anything funny before race day. It might ruin your entire day, and all the training you did goes out the window just for risking it to have that gel which you never tried before. By now you're sitting there and puking the guts out. All the breakfast energy goes out the window, and you have to do the race with an empty tank, which is a different experience. Yeah. Yes, keep on pushing. This is a zone 2 ride which keeps you in the rubber band as long as you push 110 watts. So I'm doing my best. Actually, I'm trying to keep it around like 2 point something to keep myself in the zone of zone 2. But even if you fall out into zone 1, not a big deal. As long as you feel comfortable and you move your legs, because that's what it's all about in this ride. It's an easy pace. It should be more like a gymnastic session than like a power press bench exercise. So take it easy. Enjoy this ride. You know, we're pushing all day long. In several races, this one should be one to relax. So, yeah. Take it easy. So we're gonna do this 2 more times, and we call this a day. This will take us, let's say, 8 minutes. Okay, let's see. That should get us here at 30. No, what? 32. 1 hour 32 on the wooden bridge. Let's see if this is right. Boom, there you go, do some what are they saying, these like classes, spin classes. They're doing this one all the time. Get these, oh, this one. and other exercises. You can incorporate that. That could be your spin class right here and now. You make it as difficult as you want or as easy as you want based on the history you came in to this ride. For me, it's more like easy peasy lemon squeezy ride where I just sit up and spin the legs as I've done that the whole week. You do not want to race and push yourself every single day or every single week. Incorporate rides like this will make you better. Will make you better. It's more foundational, right? You know, if you're building a house and the foundation is not really good, you're not working on it, it will crumble, and everything you build on top, the walls, the roof, and everything will come down crashing if you have not done the right stuff. So I encourage you to do rides like that. Yeah, I think this course you actually can do in the Swift Epic series. Swift is having some race series, I think it's called Swift Epic Races, which are longer, and this is considered a longer race for sure. So if you do that on race pace, it's more than an hour of stress on your body. So doing it this way, getting the badge, maybe the more easier way. But yeah, racing this course over a long period of time, hour plus, great exercise to cover that. As it's more like interval training. As you're going up that ramp where everybody pushes, there's no hiding, there's just pushing going on. And then when you made it over to the wooden bridge, that's when you can relax a little. Come on guys, bring it home here, huh?
Let's face it, guys only want one thing.
Wish I had something natural instead of this synthetic body wash. Sydney Sweeney, body wash genie?
Dr. Squatch Body Wash. For men who prefer natural.
Welcome, Mayflowers.
not wet dogs. Use Glade Companion Cleaner so you can snuggle up without the stink.
Sasquatch. I mean, I appreciate that YouTube is showing me at least some commercials, which are personalized, obviously. And they relate to what I'm gonna do next. I'm probably gonna shower with Spice, I still don't get it, Spice, and then Mr. Sasquatch. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys know a really good cycle pants maker with good cushion, like cushion which lasts for 3 to 4 hours of riding, I would look into it. It's so important to get yourself a real good pants, maybe 2 or 3 in the wash, as this will define your performance and how comfortable you are on the bike. It's very important. Up. So, oh, you know what? We said we will come around here at 1 hour and 32 minutes. We're already at 1 hour 33. So that's probably 11 minutes per loop. I mean, that's probably why we're taking so long here, but so good. Here we go, last coffee just to get it done. I'm not pushing 10 watts. Guys, come on. Yeah, 2 weeks ago it looks like I did that. And that climb I did in like 2 minutes and roughly 40 seconds. Today we're doing it in 4 minutes. Something not to worry about. Minutes. Yeah, roughly 11 minutes per lap. So Ah. Ah, it feels good. Filling up your glycogen storage. So you have like sugar to burst.
To 3,500 pounds. In this case.
And a little bit of skills, why not? I can preach it every day. If you want to be a better person than you were yesterday, put in the work and be consistent. First, get up in the morning, have a show up mentality. Do it even though it might be not your day or you feel like it. But being consistent, having a pattern, will put you in the track of success, whatever that means for you. If you want to lose weight, go in, zone 2 rides, do them back to back to back. Motivate yourself with music, sometimes just watch a movie while you're doing it. Here's an hour 45, that's time for a movie, you can do that as well. Just push the legs, keep your heart rate in a certain window, you're good. If you want more, if you want to improve your cardio, interval it is. Interval workouts it is. And you can do it in different ways. You can do more structured if you do it on a bike with a Swift pre-customized workouts for you, which are tons available, from like 30 minutes to like, I think like 3 hours. You can go out and like knock your socks off. Do that, as well as go out running. Another one, choose racing as interval. For example, a course like that, where you have a repeating lap and you know on the climb this is where the action is. That's where like the interval comes in. And if you're good, you can push without a break and you push over it. That's when you get better as well on racing. Side effect on that note. I mean, if you're a pro, you're not listening to me probably, but pay attention to your diet. That's another way. Cut out all processed food. Stick to vegetables and raw stuff. Not like raw meat, you want to cook that one. But you know what I mean. Fuel yourself healthy, and you want to put out healthy power, which then will relate into results. You can do that for sure. And again, be consistent in it. So if it's every day, every second day, at least you're doing it on a regular basis. Don't tell me you do it once a month. Yeah, that's regular, but that's not how you penetrate the body and the nervous system. So think in 24, 48-hour windows, okay? We have one more round to go here. It's gonna be 11 minutes. We're gonna be here at around 150. We're gonna call this a day here. No, 151. And that's gonna be it. Make sure you have some rest days. Make sure you replenish your water you just lost with electrolytes, as well as put in some stretching days. Can be before or after. 10, 15, 20 minutes of stretching, roller, anything that work. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. And it doesn't need to be always cardio or like that kind of work. It could be like on the machine too. Pick up the dumbbells, the elastic bands, the Terex bands, and do some body weight, or like with weight exercise too. Do it to your discretion. If your body tells you to shut up, listen to it. Listen to it, okay? I know it says shut up the legs, but you can shut up the legs for a certain amount of time. If your body tells you, the entire body says, hey man, it's too much, have a rest day too, okay? Other than that, keep on pushing, get in there, and yeah, finish strong. Finish strong. It's the way of consistency which really like pushes you forward. And only people who are consistent, they stay motivated, they meet the community, they connect with the community, they'll have friends out here. It's not just you who's training hard. There are other people out there too. If you partner up with them, hold them accountable for a meeting, coming out for a zone 2 ride with them. That's fun. So a ride like that, chatting with the friends, good way to connect. Get away from social media. Get away from criticism, okay? You are doing your thing, you are working out right now, you're doing something amazing. Don't let other people tell you what to do. It's just all recommendations. At the end, you are the chef, the boss, the carpenter, to shape your body or mindset in a way you want it to be. If you believe in it, you can do it. So, you go out there and go get it, buddy. Go get it. And that end, the last reference, TGIF. Thanks God it's Friday. We made it through the week. Everybody in Europe, I hope you guys enjoying your Friday night and having a successful and relaxing weekend. And the people in North America, hang in there. Just a couple more hours and you're done for the day, most likely. And the people in Hawaii, good morning, aloha. You guys just starting the Friday. Take it easy out there. I know, as you did the whole week. Just kidding. You guys enjoy, mahalo. And I see you guys all next week. Nice and fresh. So, and enjoy the rest of the weekend with the family. I don't know how you, what do you consider enjoying? I mean, you can go out and race. If that's your wish, that's your weekend. I wish you all success. I wish you all success. Here comes the last power up for the climb. Last dance climb. Everybody's releasing the feather. That means the main pack accelerates up and pulls up the remaining pack even quicker. I love that. Passing along. Speed. I know I've never been here in the front. I might hit the front here. Ah, probably not. These guys are too good in the front as the big pacers are in front there, pulling them way forward. Here we go. That's 2.5. 10 minutes gift. You gotta stay downhill! Yeah, if you ever feel something unusual in your body, I know after like almost 2 hours in the pain, I feel a little bit in my hip bones. So I want to check out these pants which are not really super good in padding. So still looking for the right pants, the right bib shorts, which really gives me the cushion I need. So let me know in the chat or in the comments of this video if you have bib pants you swear by, because they have that, I don't know, 3D or 4D gel kind of like cushion technology, which makes you feel like you're sitting on moss. So let's go. Everyone is like thanking everyone here now. Thank you so much for coming onto this ride. If you participated in person here or just tuning in on a chat or Twitch, YouTube, appreciate it. Watching it live or even later. You guys have an amazing day, amazing weekend. I'm gonna see you guys next week. I would say it's kind of like the preparing the week for Tour de France, Chasing Yellow. I'm really looking forward to that. Not that I will play a big role in it, but I'm trying to go for the GC, General Classification. So
What you're looking at is
that will
the
probably
most
help me
powerful being on
to
planet
become a
Earth.
better cyclist, as the Echo Series Chasing Yellow is just a tough race because we're starting with all categories together. So I'm in the B category. I will start with the A's and C's. They're very strong C's, but the A's are just way stronger than I am. And everybody will try to stay in their draft as long as possible, which will manipulate the race a little bit, so we will see how long this will take place. And yeah, looking forward to that. So until then, that was it. Everybody's going bananas right now. Okay. I'll see you guys out there, okay? Just. You guys have a good day.